Is about creating requisition. In order to create a requisition, you need to search for create requisition. Select the create requisition task. Once you click on that, it'll take you to the requisition page. On the requisition page, you'll notice there's an instruction guide here. You can click on the instruction guide and it'll provide you the list of all the instruction. And out here on the requisition page, you'll have all the open requisition and any completed requisition. In order to create a requisition, click on request non-catalog item. It'll take you to the non-catalog request item. On the description, just add anything that you want to request for. Thanks. Advertising. And then you can select the spend category. Select advertising, then in the quantity, anything with the red asterisk would be a mandatory field, like spend description is a mandatory field, spend category is a mandatory field, quantity is a mandatory field, unit of measurement is a mandatory field. So after you've added the description and then spend category, add the quantity and the unit of measure. And then the price, we can put down 4,000. And after you've added all the details here, you can even add a supplier detail, like Amazon. And you can select Amazon.com. And then you can add test in the memo, advertising. Once you've added all the fields, click on add to cart. The system is going to add all the fields you've added into add to cart, and it's going to show up in this cart's icon. Now click on that icon cart or your view icon cart, and then you click on checkout. It'll take you to a checkout page of the requisition. So you're on the checkout page, and then you can review all the details that has been added here. Once you've actually reviewed everything, like one of the fields that automatically populates would be Philadelphia University, deliver to, ship to address, ship to contact, the supplier details, order from connection, memo, cost center, operating unit, fund, project, and the additional work tag. And once you've reviewed everything, just click on submit. After you submitted the requisition, it takes you to the requisition page. And in the requisition page, you'll notice the requisition number here. You can look at awaiting action. You can click on the awaiting action. So if you click on the awaiting action, you'll notice that it needs to be approved by the project manager, Jessica Stone. So Jessica Stone who's a project manager, would see the requisition on her inbox or on her landing page. So this is the landing page where you're going to view the requisition. And once you click on the requisition, it'll take you to the inbox. You can either go to the inbox by clicking on this icon, or you can go to the requisition through the landing page. So once Jessica has reviewed everything, she can add her comments Either she's reviewed it or okay too. Or she can leave it blank on the enter your comment, and she clicks on approve. So once it's been approved, you can click on this view details, click on the caret key next to the details and process, and look at the process monitor. And then here you will notice it routes to the buyer to review the requisition. So like for instance, Anita Bays would route to her inbox, or on her landing page. You can either go to her inbox. The buyer would review the requisition, everything looks good, you can click on approve. And then go to view details, click on view details, click on details and process. And here you can go to the process monitor, and then either you can go back to the inbox because it's gone back to the buyer to source the goods and service requisition. You can either go to the inbox and review it, or you can let the other buyers to review it. Like for instance, Anita has already reviewed it. In this instance, you go back to the inbox, go back to the requisition number, and then click OK to fulfill the purchase requisition. And after you've done that and reviewed everything, just click OK. And then click on view details, details and process. You would notice that a purchase order has been created. And then you can click on the requisition and review the requisition and review all the line items and review the purchase order. Then you click on the purchase order. Once you click on the purchase order, you can click and review everything. Now you need to issue, after the requisition is created, then the purchase order needs to be issued. The way you issue the purchase order is that you go to the purchase order, left click on the related action item or the twin key, purchase order, and then click on issue. And once you click on issue, you can select all or select the purchase order that needs to be issued and then click OK. And then you can issue order. So it has been 100% completed. Its a print has been run. Then click on finish. Click on done. So the purchase order has been issued. And now once the purchase order has been issued, you need to create a receipt. In order to create a receipt, you click on receipt and then create. And then you click on OK. And on the quantity to receive, you can either click one or you can click on fully receive. Once you click on fully receive and submit, then the purchase orders the requisition that was created, that created the purchase order, and the purchase order that was issued, and then the purchase order that was issued, the goods have been received and it had to be receipted. So now you can click on the view details, and then when you look at the receipt, you would notice the status that it has been approved and it has been, quantity received has been fully receipted. So if you go to the information, Reina, requisition type is capital, and then Philadelphia University, and everything has been received. You can either go back to the purchase order, look at the purchase order, and on the purchase order, you can scroll down at the line level. At the line level, you would notice a receipt next to, under the business document lines. A receipt number has been created, and it also provides you the requisition. Now, once the requisition has been created, purchase order has been issued, a receipt has been fully received, then this accounts payable data entry specialist can go and create the supply invoice for this purchase order. As a buyer, you don't have the ability to create an invoice. In order to create an invoice, the accounts payable data entry specialist would have to create it, and then a PO number needs to be provided, or the accounts data entry specialist can go back and review the purchase order and start creating the supplier invoice.